Welcome, Doctor's fans. Doctor Who Magazine 630. I love the cover on this. It says Conquer and Destroy, but that is a Skyro Dalek from the first serial. Not from the Power of the Daleks, which that phrase was used. Daleks conquer and destroy. Daleks conquer and destroy. And a circle. So you'll know what I mean when I'm talking about the Power of the Daleks. The serial that I saw in the 1960s. And hid behind the sofa. But that was many, many centuries ago. In this magazine, 630, we have Mark Strickson on his time as Turlo. Isn't he interviewed on the new set? Well, newish set from the Blu-ray complete set. I watched his interview actually with Matthew Sweet. He's a very, very interesting guy, is Mark Strickson. Very interesting, yeah. How legendary sound designer Brian Hodgson brought the Dalek world to life. Nicholas Evans was a Dalek operator. And the truth behind the lie of the land. I presume that's because the Disney haven't shown it yet. Alan Yemtok bringing back Doctor Who in the 90s, didn't he? It wasn't just Michael Grade, I think it was him. Richard Hodelin reimagining the TARDIS, the 8 Doctors top 10. Is that he who designed the 8 Doctors TARDIS console? Anyway, we have a nice shot there of the Daleks crossing Westminster Bridge. Again, a iconic shot even, which was seen not only in the Dalek Invasion of Earth publicity, but also reimagined in the 2007 Radio Times cover, wasn't it, with new Daleks on the cover, of course. Wasn't that voted one of the best Radio Times issues ever as well, I believe? The Fugitive Doctor Circuit, I haven't seen this. It seems interesting, but it doesn't really get me going. But there's a nice one here with John Pertwee. The Planet Killers. These are all like big Finnish type things, aren't they, I presume? A lot of audiobooks. Why do people love audiobooks so much? Doctor Who was a television series, man. TV. It always was. Even you people who go to the cinema and watch these big events, I realise, I get it. I mean, I understand about the get-together factor, but really it's a television show meant to be enjoyed on the television set. That was the whole point. That's just my point of view then. 8th Doctor, in line with the new 4K release. Actually, I made a mistake, I went and bought what I thought was the 4K release of the Doctor Who movie, but I bought the Blu-ray edition without the 4K, so I'm going to have to save me pennies up my piggy bank and get the proper steelbook or the other version, which I think is slightly less than the steelbook, which is without the steelbook element. It has the 4K disc in. But yes, again, Sylvester McCoy and Paul McGann. There's some discussion about those two. Again, I think this is the Richard Hodelin's making his mark on the console. Now, Mr. Whoseum, who know Alan Miches, I pronounced his name right. He has the replica in his museum, which is exactly the same, including the full set. It's beautiful. And I think the producer Phil still has the TARDIS police box, the one that everyone loves. Yeah, look, Michael Gray. Those two, I'm not going to say they're responsible for the cancellation, but they certainly were contributors. Yeah. Just looking for interesting stuff here. Mark Strickson again, engaging. Again, I believe he had to dye his hair ginger because Peter Davison's hair was dyed blonde in this TV series, so they couldn't have two people looking the same. So he had to make himself ginger in his natural blonde, I believe, is Mark Strickson. Again, a lot of interviews with him, a lot of information about him. Brian Hodgson as a young man, and also wasn't he the one that put the key on the piano to prevent the TARDIS sound? I'm sure he was, wasn't he? It was him, yeah. Yeah, gave us the TARDIS with the front door key, yeah, on the piano. There's a beautiful shot there of Caroline Ford and William Hartnell. In looks like a behind-the-scenes shot anyway. And some classic series pictures there. Classic series. That would be the Dalek. Should be on the Power of the Daleks. That one there. That has the slats on the collar. Again, there's a lot of stuff about Brian Hodgson. Actually, I believe, was this picture in the 10th anniversary special at the back like it was with the rest of them, like Barry Letts? I think maybe it was. Again, the lost. This is that toy Dalek they used in the Buried in the Sand in The Chase. I believe they're going to show that to the public soon as being refurbished, as far as I understand. I Was a Secret Dalek. Again, that would be Nicholas Evans talking about his time in Dalek Invasion of Earth as a Dalek operator. Can you imagine how heavy they were in them days? But they did the choreography so beautifully. And you'll see this if you saw The Evil of the Daleks in reality, if you saw the actual episodes, because I remember seeing it and the choreography was brilliant of the Daleks, especially episode 7 when they humanized Daleks out of the chamber in Skaro before Max Waterfield got exterminated. I remember he photographed from the ground up the Daleks. Director, was it Derek Sherwin? I could be wrong there, but I mean, anyway, I'm just trying to remember the name of the director. But the point being is it would shot the Daleks from the ground up and it made them look more imposing. Like you saw on the Dalek Master Plan, the way the director shot them made them look impressive and imposing and scary. That's what made them scary, the way they were photographed. Anyway, Doctor Who fans, get yourself this month's magazine. It's $8.99 this month. It's a bit like, the Labour Party's promises that you go up and down all the time. The Fugitive Doc are back in the next issue. Anyway, take care, Dr. fans. Have a great weekend, and thank you for indulging in this Dalek special. It'll be something for you to enjoy this week, as well as the Doctor Who movie. But see you in the future.